the draws and other plays of that nature. I'm
winning
sure you don't get hurt.
7-0.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Better go for that punt, Nick.
I'm only chuckling because
better go for that field goal, homie. Go for the field goal, homie. Go for the field goal. Go for the field goal.
And that's what they got.
Yeah, tried to sneak for 2. We know that can be tough. It showed tough there. They'll run it with Elliott.
Yeah, boy. You messed up, homie. You should have went for it. How did he get the ball again, man? This is...
And now they've got it inside.
He got what?
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
You freaking F-A-G-G-E-T.
Concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
People all around the world.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
My grandkids.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 24, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas
that was tight.
Normally on 3rd down and short
he was wide open. Look at him. He was wide open.
But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And
give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh man, I was meant to do that junk. I forgot I was in the second quarter. That dude's name is Butt Cheek. No, Butt Keek. What is that? Butt Ceek.
And we welcome you back live now.
Oh yeah, and then I finally went up to my sister's house. I hadn't been up to her new house since she been had that house for like 15 years, and that was my first time going up there today. She was happy as shit. I told her, I said, don't never say I ain't came back here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple.
But I feel good though, and all relative considering how my shit went today. I feel good because now I ain't got that on my chest. You know what I'm saying?
That would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now this one complete on the slant route. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Well, I already figured that out. I just, you know,
extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Yeah.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on
And
first
then,
down.
I mean, when I say this, don't take it the wrong way. But she's shaped like a deviled egg, too.
Or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
I'm just looking for a good woman, man.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
And I know she could be like, he's shaped like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a T-Rex. You know that's funny, big dog. Come on, man. It was about me, man. It was about me, though. It ain't like somebody else made it.
They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
What? Like saying what I just said? Or just being like that?
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Oh, yeah. Well, we gotta find some kind of humor in this shit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because
I understand that.
we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Prescott off play action. Out to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking
you remember my cousin, the one I was telling you about, not the Huxtables, but the other one that got the son named JC, that's the engineer and stuff, that just, where he had to go get a surgery done on his arm. And this joker looked at my mama the other day and told my mama, now I'm 45 and he is whatever how old over he is, but he a dean over a college. And Winston-Salem State, and I think he was a dean over some other college. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, this joker gonna look at my mama and say, now all you got is one arm like this, and you gonna look at my mama and tell my mama, I sure do feel sorry for Lamont. I never took in consideration of how his life was until I got in this position, and I just wonder how he make it. And I got a lot of admiration. What is the word? Admiration for him, because he ain't never let it hurt him or stop him, and he always been on my mind. So in my mind, I'm sitting there thinking, nigga, you rich, like you are a billionaire, nigga, living like me. What you gonna do? You gonna die and like your sister died with all that daggone money? Help me, nigga. You feel me? Like, if you feel where I'm coming, where I'm, help me, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't understand it. If I had it, if I was a billionaire, man, I swear for God, and maybe that's why I wouldn't be a billionaire long. But if somebody in my family or a close friend or someone was struggling and I knew about it, they wouldn't struggle for long, man, because I would get them up out of that shit if I could.
In addition, they need to save as much time.
And he can. He could get me up out of it, man, and it would be like dropping a penny over into a well.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Good off by Anthony.
Wouldn't even phase that nigga, man.
Take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that.
Talking about
this defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
Yeah.
They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
116 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They're going to
some people,
behind the line. We have not seen that much today. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping it for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm finna make this dude quit right here in a minute. All I gotta do is score this touchdown and he's gonna quit.
And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play.
I think if I get this touchdown right here, he gonna quit.
National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man layup. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection.
I'm telling you, y'all train me well, big dog. You train me well. And I ain't even got good yet to know what they playing.
Quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way,
you think I should onside kick this joker, big dog,
points
and try to get that? Oh, okay. I tell you, big dog, you only want to have no fun, man.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Even if I did, it ain't no way he can come back.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right
I can tell he ain't had bad.
They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run.
What you mean by they fixed it?
That's exactly the way to execute a run.
Because I just went out there a few minutes ago, it won't fix.
Honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
I already did it.
Just about everything they've run.
All right, let me pause it.
In this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably sent a note to the clock.
I waited too long for the pass, and I dove.
And dance around it a little bit.
Big Dog said, come on, man.
Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it counts as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside give to Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Knocked away.
Okay. I know what to do.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action now, Prescott. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. right. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Wide open.
I knew he was going to pour something.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's
all
in for the
good.
touchdown.
Still got me.
Big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
That still look bad on him over that over.
And good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
But I'm finna run it back on him. Watch this. I done already ran it back on him one time. Might have not been him. It might have been the other dude.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Prescott here to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
No, he on the phone. I just beat this dude. Let's see what his record is. Butt cheek. Ooh. Ooh, I smacked that joker, Shane. Now look at his scope. This joker done played over 600 games, over 700 games. Ooh. He over there telling somebody. That joker over here telling somebody, he got game help, he got game help. No, I didn't. You're a smart man. Yeah, Yeah, I'm waiting on Big Dog to come back in so I can let him look at this real quick. No.